sometimes 11 years too late. But it doesn't mean you can't have the conversation. You're like, damn it, I married a thinker, despite all of my warnings. But again, it's not the style that determines success. It's your adaptability. It's on you to bring it to them, not them to change. And you can only bring it to them if you understand it and work through it. So this, little practice sessions, let me sit. Even you go to a club, you're at a bar, you're at a cocktail hour, whatever. I want to show you something. You get a cocktail napkin, a pen, cocktail napkin square, draw the damn 4 squares and say, I was in a program, and the guy said there are 4. Now you're starting to memorize the 4 styles, right? Pretty soon you'll be able to teach this stuff. And I would think you want to teach it to the team and have them understand it. Anything else? I'm like Arnold in the Terminator. Beep, 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 beep.
Michael and I were talking at the break about the Drake P3, and I was saying that I think most of our people know the personality type of the people that are working with them. It's kind of obvious when you have certain people that are very organized when they come in for a check-in, and other people you have to track them down for everything. That's one thing. But I was telling Tony, I said, the one thing that happens is that you can think that you understand what a person is like. But if you read the Drake, and you don't have to read all the fluff in the middle of it. I mean, that really kind of is designed in its writing to make people feel comfortable with the fact that they have this behavioral pattern, and it's okay. I mean, it is okay. But if you go to the back of it, it kind of gives you the bullet point of each of the areas. And that's really where I think it would be most helpful for you to get a flavor for this person. And you're going to find that if you have somebody that you've been having difficulty with in terms of relating to, that you're going to find something in there that's going to be the trigger. And you're going to say, that's what I was forgetting, or I wasn't seeing. And that's the value of that whole exercise. So I strongly encourage you that if you're having issues with anybody, go back to the Drake and see if there's something that you're missing. Because it really is amazing how that whole thing can help you in terms of dealing with your people.
And because it's human stuff, right, you can, once you go back to the Drake, you not only can use it with people on your team, you can use it with people in the house, in your home. You can use it with, let's say you're coaching soccer, and you're having trouble with one of the dads, because he's a jerk, you think. But where's he coming from? And then you put him into the thing, and you start figuring him out. And you pull him aside and say, listen, I feel bad. Most of our relationships have been bad. You've got to be the peacemaker. The other people have not been to my seminar. You've got to be the one to say, listen, I want to talk to you for a second. Be the bigger person. And I start with an apology. It won't kill you. It's called predictive dialogue. Listen, I want to talk to you. Great. I want to apologize. For what? Well, all I've done is argue with you since the minute I met you, and I feel bad about that. And I want to wipe the slate clear, and I want to see if we can have a better relationship. What do you think? And it's called the yes question, and you nod your head yes. It's all psychology. What's he going to say? No? And he could. But they almost always say yes. Okay. What do you got in mind? Well, I just want to talk to you a little bit, get to know you as a person. Where are you from? And now you're into it, you see? And if you ask him enough questions, guess what he's going to do in a minute? He's going to ask you. Yeah, what?
Not come to the game anymore.
Yeah. That'd be good too, wouldn't it? If he's a problem. Hey, well, that guy's too touchy-feely for me. I'm a left-brainer. And he stops coming to games. That's hysterical. Okay, I've got one more big fish I need to fry with you. Keep your thinking hats on. And then we're going to be into the home stretch and some nice, fun, fluffy, motivational stuff to get you back to work. Some time ago, a guy by the name of Kahneman, don't worry about his name, discovered a bunch of psychology things that we've been using for a long time, but we never had a name for them. And I'm going to give you the name right now, and you can wiki it. There are over 150 of them. I just want you to learn 3, and I'm going to teach you today. They're called cognitive biases. Cognitive, just like it sounds. C-O-G-N-I-T. Cognitive, T-I-V-E. Biases, like bias, B-I-A-S-E-S, cognitive biases. And cognitive biases are things that happen inside your brain that mess you up. And everybody has them. And I'm going to give you 3 examples. So the first one is called blind side bias. Blind side bias. This is a good one for leaders to be aware of because everybody has a blind side. All of us have what's called an Achilles heel. It's something, some weakness. Could be about us, could be about our department, could be about anything. Some weakness, and it's lurking, and we can't see it. You know, when you're driving and there's someone's in your blind spot, he's there. Just because you can't see him doesn't mean he's not there. And so just because you can't see this problem doesn't mean it's not there. And here's my favorite part. Even if I tell you you have a blind side and this is what it is, you will deny it. It's human nature. Why do you deny it, by the way? You can't see it. You don't know it's there. And I know this because I do it a lot as a consultant. I will be brought in to speak with a company over a long term. This is called event-based, one day and I'm done. But some companies work with me for longer periods of time, and they want to solve bigger, more systemic problems, right? Culture stuff. And when it's culture stuff, it takes a little bit longer to figure out. And so they want me to go ask people and do research and competitive analysis, and I'm the guy coming in from the outside, so allegedly I'm going to see things differently than everybody on the inside sees them. Even though they've been in the industry for 20 years and I've been in the industry for 20 minutes, my information is going to be useful, right? That's the premise. And so I do all this research that they're paying me to do, allegedly because they like me. Why else would they hire me? And then I go, and I go, I think, here's what I like about your company, here's what's going really good. And they go, yeah, what's the other thing? And I go, well, you have a blind side. And they go, yeah, what is it? And I go, it's this. And they say, I don't see it. And then they fire me. It's true. It's okay. I did my work. I did what I was supposed to do. I told them the truth.